the local time is approximately 10:48 a.m.
Never been so excited. Get off a plane and hear country music and see Tootsies and just home, sweet home. So excited. Now we do have a bit of a drive home, and that's fine with me. Yeah, we're not flying into Tyson, but you know what? I will take a drive on the plateau any day.
We wouldn't be home until midnight anyway.
Yeah, that was not happening. All right, so finally back in Tennessee, in Nashville, waiting on Taylor. Taylor's picking us up right now. And we'll finally head home. What a wrap up to a chaos.
An excellent trip.
Great trip, but just a chaotic 24-hour ending. We would have been in Miami for another 9 hours, then fly home to freaking Knoxville at midnight. There's no way.
I don't know. There's freeze.
They're insane. Like, I get things happen and stuff's out of your control, but my goodness, like, try to make the best of it. But anyways, very excited to be home. Very excited to get the pups. Very excited to have my bed, my pillow.
Last night's bed and pillow were decent.
Okay. I want to know who was on our flight, because there were a couple Secret Service dudes and then one like really official looking dude, and they all got off the plane, and immediately when they got off the plane, there were 3 law enforcement guys that walked with them plus an escort lady through the airport. They came from DC, so they had to be some politician or something maybe. Has arrived. Oh, our chariot. Our Uber has arrived. Thank you for driving and getting us. All right, so major fail on my part. There's like a whole little like clip from us in the airport where I'm talking about kind of what happened with Babs. She had all her bags searched, and we bought some, what was it? It was Hennessy. It's like Hennessy Light that we got talked into when we were in St. Martin, and it's, you know, that duty-free, tax-free stuff. So we ended up buying a bottle, just bring it home and just try it. Because you can't get it in the States, I guess, which is really weird. Turns out it's I don't know, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite at all. I'm not a fan of Hennessy by any means, but this light version, I don't know. It just, whatever. But when you get to Miami and you have to go through customs, they open up every bag of alcohol that's brought in, I guess. So the guy in front of us had like 6 bottles that he had to have looked at and inspected. He ended up having a gift package in there that they ended up opening up, and one of the bottles didn't register the weight. So they kept that bottle, they confiscated that one, and then returned the other one out of the missing gift set back to him. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that now. But Babs had hers searched. Never buy alcohol and try to fly into Miami. My goodness, what a absolute nightmare that was, just to add on top of everything else. But yeah, we're like, I found out these clips were missing. I don't know where they went. I must have not dragged them and saved them. We're way beyond this trip, so I'm recording this way later. I've cut my hair. This is way later, but I wanted to update y'all and kind of catch you up on where that was. And I didn't have the clip from the guy that I met on the shuttle, which was an awesome dude, Matt. Coincidentally, same name. He was on the shuttle. I love talking to people. I just strike up conversations. Turns out this dude is a professional sandcastle builder, and hotels, companies, corporations fly him all over the place, and he professionally builds sandcastles. So he was down there, I believe, at the Four Seasons doing a sandcastle, and then he was flying back home to Jersey. But he was all mixed up on the flight connections just like we were. So we struck up a conversation, and then we saw each other the next day at the airport. His new scheduled flight at the airport the next day ended up getting canceled as well. And I passed him in the airport, and he was all pissed off also because he has to find another flight now. But awesome dude. He makes the craziest designs, and we just chatted about like what goes into a sandcastle, like how he got started, and basically it was just, you know, he had a hobby of building sandcastles at the beach with his kids, and then eventually his kids were too old, and they're like, Dad, that's not cool anymore, we don't want to do it anymore. And I love building sandcastles. Every time we go to the beach, we always build something. So it's kind of cool talking to him in that aspect. But yeah, awesome dude. He's got a website and social media where he showcases all this stuff. I'll see if I can find it and link it down below. But fantastic conversation. It's so cool the people that you'll meet if you just strike up a conversation. Put down your phone and talk to people. It's absolutely amazing what you'll find out. But yeah, so home, great trip. A little bit of a fiasco on the travel day, but whatever. You can control the controllables, make the best of the situation. We got home to the dogs, back to reality. Wish we were back in St. Martin. I wish there was like a button you could push where you could just check out for a little bit, go back, and then like you come back to reality if you needed to, and then you just like check back out, you know. But either way, fantastic trip. I encourage anyone that's looking for like a new spot to go, skip Hawaii, skip like the typical touristy spots, you know, and check out some of these cool small islands down there. Costa Rica is fantastic too. But yeah, fun time. I hope to do a recap video. Babs and I will sit down maybe and kind of just go over the entire trip, what our favorites were, what we didn't like, maybe things to stay away from, things to do, and what we want to do next time. So either way, it's cool. These videos have been lengthy. Finally editing all together. It's a little bit longer form content, but I think people are more into that now. This short form content just isn't what it used to be like it was a couple years ago. So I'm trying to get the vlogs a little bit more detailed and just more in depth. So if y'all like it, let us know. Appreciate all of y'all being here. Hope you enjoyed the little St. Martin series. Why do I talk with my hands so much? I feel like I'm just like, oof. Anyways, hopefully this podcast will be kicking back up here soon. The shed looks fantastic. I'm so excited how it's turned out. It's been over a year of just hard work. I've done the entire thing by myself, so it's been a little frustrating. Just because, I don't know. I know I'm capable of doing it, so I don't want to hire somebody to do it. So I'm stubborn and I like to do it, but then I get mad at myself for not just having someone do it. Because then it's not done in time, but I'm happy with it. We'll do a whole reveal and everything and talk about it some more. But once again, thank y'all for being here. Very excited to keep these vlogs going. Kind of inspired to do some new stuff with them. So that is it. Back home in beautiful Tennessee.